things to keep you safe here at Clover Ridge Elementary. We hear you're doing a great job wearing your mask and making sure that you're spaced out from one another. The rest of this presentation will be dedicated to things that will help keep you safe and show your Clover pride. Take a look.
Hey everybody, it's CC Clover here with you virtually to go over a few school rules that are important for us to have an awesome year here at Clover Ridge Elementary or at home if you're learning from there. We're going to start off by talking about the Clover Code. This is what you guys live by. This is what we should all live by. Being respectful, being responsible, being cooperative, and being safe. 4 simple rules that if we can follow those, we're going to have a great year. Hey, there's these cool things called Clover Pride tickets. This is an opportunity for you to be caught doing those things, being respectful, being responsible, being cooperative, being safe. We hope that you earn a lot of these because we want to see you doing wonderful things and showing Clover pride. You can also get a catch a classroom. It's awesome. This is when your whole class is caught doing something amazing. It can be from any staff in the building, whether it's at lunch or at recess or in the classroom, in the hallway, wherever you might be. You guys can earn catch classrooms. And sometimes we'll give you golden tickets. These are little notes that we'll send home to tell your parents that you were caught doing something amazing. You know, we all do make mistakes at times. And so there are things like stop and learns. These are just little reminders because sometimes we make mistakes and that's okay. Our job is to learn from those mistakes and make sure that we don't do them again and focus on the good. You guys are all wonderful individuals. You are incredible kids and we love having you here at Clover Ridge. So if you can follow the Clover Code, being respectful, responsible, cooperative, and safe, that is important. Recess is a very important part of the day. This year, recess is going to look a little bit different. We're calling it Own the Zone, where classes will separate the playground into different spots so that you can be outside safely from each other with enough space in between you so that you're able to have your masks off, get some fresh air, and have a wonderful time together. Just a few reminders when you're out on the playground. We want you to keep your hands and feet to yourself, include others, wait your turn, take care of the equipment, be active, play organized games, and if you need to form a line when done, please do so. Recess is a very important time to be outside, but we need to do it safely. There's lots of different activities that you can do out there, playing catch, jump roping, playing soccer, playing on the swings or the playground. Lots of options to get outside, play, and have fun. Lunchtime is also going to look a little bit different this year. It's really important as we are eating lunch in our classrooms. Sometimes you will be able to go to the cafeteria and spread out, but we want this to be a safe and clean time for you and for your classmates. It's important that we wash our hands very well before eating. We'd ask that you keep your mask on as much as possible, but obviously during lunch and you're eating and drinking water and milk, that you will need your mask off. We ask that you really be respectful and show Clover pride when you're in that space. Make sure that you get all the items that you want when you're in the lunch line and carefully and respectfully walk back to your classroom, holding on to your tray with both hands. It's very important that you do that so that you don't spill food in our hallways. Please make sure that you clean up after yourself and throw things away in the garbage as you are directed by our lunch and recess supervisors. This is a great opportunity to show your manners and make sure that you are being respectful of the classroom that you are in. Also make sure that you are washing your hands after you're done eating lunch as well. Lunch is also an important part of the day, so we want you to do that safely. We want you to get a good balanced meal and feed your brain so that you can spend the rest of the day learning here at Clover Ridge Elementary. We know that many of you are getting dropped off or picked up from school, but some of you still ride the bus. And so it's important to make sure that our bus safety rules are in place as well. We want you to ride the bus very safely. Make sure that you get to the bus stop just a little bit early. We are asking that all students and the driver wear a mask while they are on the bus. Please make sure your bus comes to a complete stop before walking towards it. Never, ever go behind the bus, and please sit in your reserved seat. It is important that we follow these procedures so that we can be safe and secure on the bus. We say the Pledge of Allegiance every day during morning announcements at Clover Ridge. We ask that you stand and respect the flag. We know that there are lots of people with many different opinions in this country, but we live in a great country, and we know that those differences make us stronger as a country. So please respect that and join us as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. Part of our Clover Code is to make sure that everybody's safe. This year, we're using masks as a way to keep things safe from spreading germs. But it's also important to make sure that we don't bring anything that could hurt anybody to Clover Ridge Elementary. No weapons, including toys, can be brought to school. If by accident you have one in your jacket pocket or your backpack, please make sure that you give it to a teacher right away without showing any of your friends, because that makes us feel uncomfortable. So please make sure no weapons are brought to school. Next, I'm going to turn it over to one of my Clover Ridge friends to talk about bullying and how we can prevent it from happening here at Clover Ridge.
Hello, Clover Ridge. It's me, Mrs. Dorn, here to talk with you about an important topic, bullying. Bullying is unwanted behavior that makes someone feel unsafe or like someone has power over them. Bullying is pretty serious. It means that someone is being mistreated by the same person or group of people over and over again. Or it might mean that someone is using their power to control or harm others. Bullying includes actions such as making threats or spreading rumors, maybe hurting somebody physically or verbally, and even leaving someone out on purpose. We all have to be really careful when we use the word bullying or bully, because the word bullying can sometimes be misused to say something like, hey, that person was teasing me, or they called me a name. And we just need to make sure that if you ever need to report that you are being mistreated, that we name that behavior and say exactly what it is before we say the word bully. We want kids to have some ideas about how to handle it when someone's being unkind to them. If someone's being mean or making bad choices, we like kids to try the stop, walk, and talk method. First, if someone is making a bad choice toward you, tell them to stop. Use a firm voice and tell them what you'd like them to stop doing. Then, if that doesn't work, sometimes the best option is to walk away. So we say walk. Finally, if it continues, it's probably a good time to talk, meaning either ask another person if you can talk it out or go talk to an adult and get some help. Now, there's a fourth strategy that is a quick way to solve simple problems, like who gets to go first in a game or where there might be a small disagreement. Then you would just use one strategy we call rock, meaning, you guessed it, rock, paper, scissors. You could do a quick game of rock, paper, scissors and just move on with the game and keep playing. Now, if you ever see bullying-like behaviors, it's important that you think about the stop, walk, talk strategy. Stand up to bullying behaviors and help your friends say stop. Help them walk away or go talk to an adult.
Thank you, Mrs. Dorn. Those are great reminders and examples of how to keep Clover Ridge a fun and safe place to be. Next, I'm going to turn it over to one of my Clover Ridge friends to talk about how we're going to treat each other to create kindness and spread kindness among all students and all staff.
Hello, Clover Ridge. It's Mrs. Oldenkamp, and I'm here to talk about respect. Respect means honoring yourself and others. We want to treat each other like we would like to be treated. You mind their personal space, their belongings, and it's not always really cool to make funny jokes, or you think it's funny and it's not funny to someone else, or you say, I was just kidding, or I didn't mean it. It still hurts someone's feelings. Sometimes we use the word harassment. And harassment is a pattern of behaviors that's not welcome. You might feel intimidated, or you feel a little pressure to do something that you know is not the right choice. And that would affect someone's schooling in a negative way. And we're not okay with that. So making sure that you're wearing things that are school appropriate, it's not making fun of anyone for what they might believe in or their body, making sure that we include everyone for who they are. Because at Clover Ridge, just like this, we're all different. We want to be included, and that is Clover Pride. So being kind is the best thing, and that will prevent it all.
Thanks, Mrs. Oldenkamp. Those were great reminders as well. You and your parents can also read about their school policies and student handbook on our Clover Ridge website. We know that sometimes cell phones are part of your family's safety plan. If you bring a cell phone to school, please give it to your teacher when you arrive. We are able to connect with adults in your family during the day, should we need to. We have so many ways to learn through our computers and our Chromebooks that cell phones during the day are just not necessary. With anything, we ask that you use all electronic devices appropriately. Thank you. That wraps up our policies and procedures. Thank you so much for joining us. It's important that each one of us continue to follow these items to make sure that we show respect and are responsible to each other to make this Clover Ridge family an incredible place to be. Everybody plays a role in it. Students, staff, everyone, and your families as well. We are a Clover Ridge family. We love having you here. Thanks for being respectful, responsible, cooperative, and safe kids all the time.
1, 2, ready, go! Clover Pride! Clover Pride! Clover Pride! We are respectful, responsible, cooperative, and safe. Clover Pride! Clover Pride! Clover Pride!
Please let us know if you have any questions. Ask your teachers if you have any questions, and keep being great kids. As I say on the announcements every morning, be kind to one another. Always do your best and keep making a difference in the lives of others. Have a great day, Clover Ridge.